Hi, so first of all, I want to say thank you for taking the time out while I share a little bit more information on exactly what it is I do. But I will introduce myself properly first. So, my name is Emma Smith, and I started my business back in March 2014. At the time, I was working very, very long hours, around 70 hours a week, and sometimes even more than that because I was personal training, I was teaching classes, I was the manager of a gym, and I was also training to be a hotel manager. So I simply saw a way when I took a look at this business of slotting it into the very small pockets of time that I had to earn an additional couple of £100 per month. I was one of those people that always had too much month and not enough money, so I wanted to put an end to that, and I simply got started with business. After just 2 months, I hit my first promotion, and honestly, that is where I took a better look at the business. I started to weigh up the incentives, the promotions, everything available to me versus my employer at the time, and quite quickly realised that Forever had a lot more to offer. So I made the decision very early on in my business that I was going to hand my notice in and leave my career and everything I knew, 10 years service, so I could do Forever full time. Fast forward now, I am a senior manager. I've achieved all of the incentives I'm going to share with you. So I've travelled the world. I've achieved chairman's bonus. You probably see my checks behind. I've hit car plan, lots of fantastic incentives. But what the business has given me more than the incentives and the income is time. I was very time poor prior to starting my business with Forever. I worked long unsociable hours. My husband worked abroad. We never saw each other. So now he's back in the UK. I work a lot less hours, and we've now got a little girl as well. So I get to spend all of my time with her, and I get to work my business in the pockets of time I've got around family life. So I am really excited to share with you exactly what it is and who we are. So in the UK, Forever Living Products, this is our head office over in Warwick. It's called Longbridge Manor, and we have an open door policy. So as a business owner, you can visit our head office at any time. There's a product centre there. Even if you just want to go and have a nosy around and make sure that it's real like I did, then of course you are very welcome to. But in the UK, we've been trading now for 25 years, which blew my mind because I thought when I started my business, I knew everything about the health and wellness sector and the companies out there, and I'd never heard of Forever Living Products. So to know we've been operating for 25 years in the UK just speaks volumes. And we had sales last year of over £70 million, which I'm sure you'll agree is an awful lot of money. But when I share with you more information about the marketplace, the industry, and the products available to us, you will realise that we have not even scratched the surface here in the UK. There is so much potential. We're a member of the Direct Selling Association in the UK as well. So we certainly don't see ourselves as a selling company, more of a recommendation. But if our head office can get external bodies to come in who will look at our marketing plan, look at our practice, and give us their stamp of approval, then that backs us as business owners. So it just gives us that solid support. But of course, we don't just operate in the UK. We are an international company. We was founded in America, and this is our home office over in Arizona in America, which is a beautiful building. Now, we've been operating globally now for 40 years. Let me just flip that slide back. Where are we? There we are. So we've been operating globally now for 40 years. Now, we started in America and have expanded now into 158 countries worldwide. Now, when I looked at this 40-year-old company, I took a look at this business. It was 36 years old at the time. That screamed stability for me. I wasn't prepared to come into something and certainly leave my career and all I knew for something that, in my opinion, was going to be here today and gone tomorrow. 40 years, scream stability, it is going nowhere, and it's as it ever has been because we are privately owned. So we are a family-run business. Rex Morn set this business up, surrounded himself with his family and his very best friends, and the company has not changed its structure. It's as it ever has been and as it ever will be. We are a cash-rich company, totally debt-free. We don't have any shareholders, any investors, nobody that can come and take their swoop of the finances at the end of the financial year, because Rex has assets. So he has castles across Europe, games reserves in Africa. If anybody remembers the TV programme Dallas, he actually owns the Southport Ranch and rents that back to the film studio. So all of these assets bringing in an income of over $1.5 billion, which obviously leads us to being cash rich and totally debt free. We have a multi-billion-dollar turnover globally, and I've already said we operate in 158 countries now. So the exciting part about that is wherever you are in the world watching this presentation, you can build a business, but you can also help people in other countries build a business. So I'm currently helping people build businesses across Spain, Ireland, America, Poland, all different countries there, New Zealand, just a few off the top of my head. Yet I haven't visited those countries, yet I can help people build businesses there. We're in the health and wellness sector, so we're in the right marketplace, the right sector, and I'd like to say the right time, but I don't think there is a time on this, because it is a multi-trillion-dollar global market, because of course everybody wants to look good, everybody wants to feel good, and that will never change. Now, this is Rex Morn, who obviously had the vision to get Forever Living products started back in 1978, and this is his mission statement. Now, I'm not going to read the mission statement out to you. I'm just going to highlight some words in there: profitability, empathy. What else have we got in there? Passion, integrity. Key words that you will very rarely find in a mission statement, and that is because Rex is all about the business owners. It's all about doing what is right for other people. And in his words, he wanted to create a business model that paid the business owners the highest income streams. And he has done exactly that. So what is it then that we actually do? It says at the bottom there, it's a combined power of a network of home-based business owners. In layman's terms, that means people like you and I working very flexibly from home. And we do two things. First of all, we supply products direct to the consumer. So we cut out the middleman. Our whole process is owned by Forever. So we have a completely integrated process. So everything from the aloe plantation right through to the packaging and it arriving on your doorstep, the only thing that we outsource is we have FedEx that deliver our products. Everything else we have full control over. So when I say supply products direct to the consumer, it comes from Forever Living products to the business owners or to direct to the consumer. We don't have a chain of events that goes through advertising, marketing, promotions, shop floors, supermarkets, warehouses. And in turn, I'm sure you can imagine that if something originally starts off costing 20p, by the time it's worked through its chain of events, the end product might cost £1. Because we don't do that, and because it is our job as business owners to do the advertising, do the marketing, do the promotions, do everything and cut out that middleman, we save a massive chunk of money. So that is how the company can pay us in the form of very generous incomes and incentives. And they also put 50% of that money back into the science and development of our products, because as a company, we pride ourselves on having the utmost products on the marketplace. Second thing we do is exactly what I am doing now. So we show the potential of the business opportunity. So it might just be grabbing a coffee with a friend and showing them exactly what I'm showing now. It might be exactly what I'm doing, sending you a link across to have a watch of, just sharing exactly what it is that we do. This whole business is called team marketing, and there are lots and lots of benefits. The first one is normally most people's favourites, and that is that it is completely uncapped. So you can earn as much money as you physically want to or physically think you are worth. Nobody's ever going to ring me up and say, Emma, stop what you're doing. You're earning too much money. We can't pay you this month. The complete opposite, actually. When you are close to an incentive, close to a promotion, close to achieving a global trip, the company will pick up the phone, they will ring you, they will ask you what they can do to help you achieve that goal. So they completely back you and they want you to earn as much money as you physically can. It's also a willable income, which I will show you a little bit more information on shortly. You decide your goals and the system will help you achieve them. I'll be honest and say when I first heard that, I thought, wow, this is an American company. Obviously, that's a little bit of American cheese. I don't even understand what that means. And that was because I never really had any goals. I never had any aspirations to be anybody or be somewhere, because nobody ever sat down with me and said, Emma, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What do you want to have achieved by this time next week? There was none of that. I just went in, did my job, went home, went in, did my job, went home for 10 years. Yes, I worked up the marketing plan. Yes, I worked and got my promotions in my company that I worked with. But with that came more stress, less time with my family, more responsibility. So I didn't have thought process behind goals. Whereas now, I know that if I'm prepared to work harder, I can achieve whatever it is I want to achieve. And if I shared with you some of my goals now, you'll probably laugh because they are huge. This business is to fit into your life, not mine, not the next person. It's part-time, it's full-time, it's whatever you want to make of it. My business wasn't even part-time when I started. It was super part-time. The reason I say that is because it's an insult to people that work this business part-time, because I was probably putting in 3 to 5 hours a week maximum. I still managed to hit my first promotion on the marketing plan. Small pockets of time when suited me, and that is what this business is about, when it suits you. Of course, nobody likes to be new at anything, so I'm one of those annoying people that wants to know it all, and I want to know it yesterday. So to know that you get full training with our very simple business cycle, you can start to earn your money as you are learning. You've got open access straight away to our training platform, where you can learn all about the company, the industry, the marketing plan, how you get promoted, the products. Everything is at your fingertips from the day you get your business registered. We've got lots of outstanding incentives, but I'm going to touch on those shortly. So the chairman's bonus, the car plan, the global travel, fantastic incentives. But one of the really big ones is the recognition. Now, I can probably count on one hand the amounts of times somebody said to me, well done, Emma, great job, thank you for today. It just didn't happen. It was just expected of me that I would do it. So to know with Forever you are recognised for things that you don't even know you've done. I got a certificate in the post after a couple of months. I didn't even realise I'd achieved something. It gives you that fire in your belly that people recognise your hard work and it doesn't go unnoticed. So of course we have lots of rewards and lots of fun. So what is it we do? First things first, you need to use the products. You need to become your own best customer. You can't recommend the products if you have not tried them. So we use the analogy of if you was to eat in a restaurant and you enjoyed your meal, you would go away and recommend that restaurant to your friends and family. So the products are no different. You're going to use the products, you're going to become very passionate about the products, an enthusiastic user, and that will naturally lead you to sharing the products. Talk about the benefits, share them with your friends and family. It says there, develop your first 20 to 30 customers. Don't let that put you off like it did me at the beginning. I looked at that and thought, I'm a manager in a hotel, I'm working long hours, I'm the boss, so nobody at work likes me. I don't get to spend much time with my friends because I'm always at work. Where am I going to find these people? But if you know people that brush their teeth, if you know people that wash their hair, if you know people that wear deodorant, then you are on to a winner, because we have everyday consumable products. So I'm quite quickly thinking that you will be able to recommend these products to everybody that you know. If you want a little bit more and you wish to build a team, then of course we will help you do that. We'll help you talk to people about the opportunity, share a little bit more information, help you find your key people, and we will work the very simple business cycle. And we coach everybody to do the same. Everybody uses the products and everybody shares them and builds that customer base. And then optional, if people want more, they can build a team, and we just keep following a very, very simple business cycle. And here it is. Very simple, looks simple, has worked for 40 years, so we don't change it. Every single person that is watching this will have a database of contacts. So you will know people you went to school with, people you went to college with, your neighbours, your friends, your family, people you currently work with, friends of friends. You have got a database of contacts. All you need to do is tell them what it is you're doing. Show them the product, show them the business, share exactly what it is you are doing. Now, I'd like to think that if I ask your friends and family what it is you do now, they will tell me. So Forever is no different. When we show people the business, exactly what I'm doing with you now, When people like what they see, they get registered, we then sit down, we put a plan in place, and that plan is about your goals. What it is you want to achieve. Is there a certain income you want to achieve? Is there a certain family goal you want to achieve, or a business goal, or simply self-development? We will put that action into place, and all we do is keep going round and round that cycle. We speak to people, we share exactly what it is we're doing. If people want to get registered, we will help them get started. And what keeps that circle spinning is your reason why. The reason why you've taken time out today to have a look at this business opportunity, that fire in your belly, that feeling of there's got to be more to life than this. Your reason why might be on the screen. You know, I said that mine was, I was one of those people that had too much month and not enough money. I just needed to top it up every month. Now, I never saw the bigger picture. If somebody had said to me back at the beginning of my business, this is where I'd be now, I'd have never have believed them. You know, it might be that you want to travel the world, but you just can't fund it. It might be education. There are lots of people who I'm helping build businesses alongside and within our team that are doing this to put their kids through private education. It could be self-development. It might just be, I just need that financial freedom. I want to be debt-free and I don't want to be worrying about the bank account. Whatever your reason why, there's a reason why. Every single person who looks at this business, everybody's reason why is different. That fire in your belly will be what keeps you working this business. So when I said earlier, we will help you find your first 5 key people for those that are really interested in taking it a little bit further and wanting to build a team. The great thing with this is all about multiplication of time. So when I said earlier, I was working 3 to 5 hours a week and then worked up the marketing plan, you're probably thinking, well, how? How has she done what she's done around working small pockets of time? And this is how. As an example, if you were logged in now and you're watching this link and you're thinking, right, realistically, I could probably give 10 hours a week to this business. If I stop watching Coronation Street, if I maybe go to bed a little bit later or get up a little bit earlier, whatever your reasons may be, I could put 10 hours a week into this business. You then might find somebody that simply just wants to promote the products, earn a couple of £100 a month, and they've got 5 hours a week to put in. Somebody else like you's got 10 hours, somebody that wants to start duplicating, and as a team they're going to put 20 hours in, somebody 30 hours, a team of people that are going to put 50 hours in. And as an example, you can see here, you will be putting 10 hours a week into your business, but a cumulative as a team, 125 hours would be worked into your business. Forever pay you on the volume that is moved through your business. So it's all about multiplying your time, which I think is really clever in the business model. And I've already said it, we just teach everybody to do the same. We use the products, develop the 20 to 30 customers, find 5 key people and duplicate that again. So when you get started, you might simply think, you know what? I want to earn an extra £200 to £400 per month. That's a massive income into my household every month. I'm simply going to be an enthusiastic user of the products and I'm going to recommend them with passion and integrity. Perfect. You might decide, well, I'm looking at this business because I need a replacement style income. So I'm going to go straight for the business leader style option. That in turn will earn you anywhere from £600 to £2,000 plus per month. So as a business leader, all you're doing is exactly the same as a product promoter, but then you're starting to find your first 5 key people and you're helping them build businesses as well. Business developer just means you're doing exactly the same, but on a larger scale. And that's where that income will go from anywhere from £2,000 to in excess of £20,000 plus per month. So your 6-figure income will start to kick in. Because of course, the more people you help build a business and the more people that they help, the bigger your business, the bigger your income. Now, this is the only bit of jargon I'm going to go through with you. So if I lose you at any point, it is probably going to be on this slide, but it will help make sense of the next couple of slides. So when Rex set his business up, he knew he didn't want to stay in America and he wanted to go global. So he realised we would come up against a currency barrier. So to prevent that, he created an internal currency that we can use globally, and we call it the case credit. We all work in case credits and we all talk in case credits. One case credit is approximately £170 at wholesale and £244 at retail. So anybody that, as an example, recommends a case credit worth of products will earn anywhere between £82 and £108 in profit, depending on where you are on the marketing plan. So, case credits. As a company, as a business, we would teach you to do 4 case credits a month. The company recognise that, they reward you for it. But you know what? If you're in this business to simply earn £82 a month, which is a massive amount of money into your, additional money into your household every month, then that's fine. If you want to do 1 case credit a month, that's absolutely fine. Nobody's going to come knocking on your door, write to you and say, why are you not doing your 4 case credits this month? It is your business. It is totally up to you. The reason we have 4 as a benchmark is because if you're doing 4, it shows that you've got the solid foundations to a strong business. You've got a strong customer base. You're helping people build a business. And that opens up other streams of income in the marketing plan. You might get competitive like I am. Me and a few other of the managers will say, what you want? I'm on 5, I'm on 6, I'm on 8, I'm going for 10. Why wouldn't you? Because the more case credits you do personally, the more income you're going to have. So how do we get these case credits? Every single product in our range has got a case credit value. I like to see it as a point score system. So the more expensive the product, then the higher the case credit value. Every time you purchase products for yourself, you get case credits. When you then recommend them for your customers, you get case credits. And you also get case credits when you introduce people to the business. Now, I get asked all of the time, where do you find people? You know, where do I find these people that I'm going to supply products to and speak to people about the business? Anywhere, everywhere there are people, unless you are sat confined in your little house, you know, in your room, sat in your bedroom and not getting out and speaking to people. As soon as you step out your front door, there are people at the gym. So I speak to lots of people at the gym because I train. It might be people at work, people you used to work with, people at the school gates, if you're mummies and daddies that are listening, and people you care about, so friends and family. So anybody and everybody. Now, when you get started, you go on our marketing plan at the position of assistant supervisor. Assistant supervisor is a fantastic position to start at because you get 35% discount on all of the products. So by recommending the products and starting to retail those products to your friends and family, you make 35% cash in hand profit on every product that you recommend. So you can quite easily see how you can start to earn £200 to £400 plus per month. If you want to work up the marketing plan, the first promotion is to supervisor. Supervisor gives you a pay rise. So you now go from 35% discount to 38% discount. So you get your products cheaper, so you make more money when you're retailing them. But to get to supervisor, you need to achieve 25 case credits as a team over 2 consecutive months. Now, the reason I say as a team, because I've just told you need to do 4 case credits a month. I'm now telling you need to find 25 over 2 months. Whereas if you are doing 4 case credits and you help 3 of your friends who you've introduced to the business do their 4, in month 1, that would be 16 case credits in your business. Do the same again in month 2. 16 and 16 is 32. You only need 25 and you're a supervisor. So you can see with typically 3 to 5 people in a team, supervisor would be achieved and it would open up that pay rise. It also opens up another stream of income. So the company recognise that you are helping other people build a business. So they will pay you a percentage of what moves through your team's businesses. So your team are assistant supervisor, they're brand new, they get 35%. You're a supervisor on 38. The difference between you is 3%. So Forever Living Products will pay you 3% of everything that moves through your team's businesses. So not only are you earning that income from your retail, you are now earning an income for team leading bonus. You will see there that your income will start to grow, and average supervisors in the UK look at earning around £500 per month. Then we've got assistant manager. Assistant manager is 75 case credits as a team over 2 consecutive months. You get another pay rise. You now get 43% discount on all the products. So that's 43% cash in hand profit you're going to make. Your team leading bonus is going to grow. So depending on where you are and your team are on the marketing plan will depend on what percentage you get that moves through your team. And typically assistant managers earn anywhere from £600 to £800 plus per month. Then we've got manager. Manager, I like to say, it's like your apprenticeship is served. Manager opens up a whole new world of incentives, and it gives you that replacement style income of around £2,000 per month. There are two different ways to get to manager. You can do 120 case credits over 2 consecutive months as a team, or 150 case credits over 3 to 4 consecutive months as a team. So if you're quick at maths, you will know that 150 case credits over 4 months is only 37.5 case credits per month, which I'm sure you can see by duplicating your team and your time. You will see how achievable that is. Typically 15 to 25 people in a team. I've seen people get to manager on a lot less than that. I've seen people go to manager on a lot more than that. Everybody's business is completely different, but you get a whopping pay rise, 48% discount on all of the products. So that's 48% cash and end profit you're going to make on your retail. You get your products for your personal use at nearly half price, and your team leading bonus is going to grow. And that team leading bonus simply depends on where you are on the marketing plan and your team are on the marketing plan. So you can see the percentages there. The more people you're helping, the bigger your income is going to be. And what's really important to know with this business is, as you're working up assistant supervisor, assistant manager, manager, nothing changes in respect of the role. So you don't get more responsibility, you don't have to work more hours, there isn't more loaded onto you. The business doesn't change. All that changes is you're helping more people. So you're working up the marketing plan without having to worry about extra stress, extra duties. It doesn't work like an everyday employment. Now, when I said at the beginning it's a willable income, this is where that willable income kicks in. So you're a manager, you have got your 48% discount, you're making your 48% profit, you are also earning that team leading bonus of typically £800 to £2,000 plus per month. You know what it took to get to manager. You're not going to stop there. You're now going to help your friend Sarah get to the manager position as well. Why wouldn't you? You know what it took, you're going to share that information. For doing that and helping somebody else get to manager, in effect, you're both on the same level, so you cancel each other out. So there's no difference, there's no percentage. What Forever do is they give you a pay rise. They will now pay you 6% of everything that moves through Sarah's business for life. This is the willable income. Sarah's going to then do exactly the same and help her friend Sam get to manager. Sam in turn would be your second generation manager. You'd be paid 3% of everything that moves through Sam's business, and Sam's going to help Joe. Joe's your third generation manager, and you'll be paid 2% of everything that moves through Joe's business for life. And this works 3 generations down when it comes to manager legs. So an average manager turnover, and this is very low, but we like to massively under promise and then over deliver. An average manager turnover here in the UK is £15,000 per month. Based on those figures, if you was helping Sarah, Sam and Joe have a turnover of £15,000 per month, 6% would earn you £900, 3% £450, 2% £300. So in royalty style income alone, you can see that's an additional £1,650 per month. Don't forget, you're already earning that £800 to £2,000 per month outside of those manager legs. You're helping people at all different positions on the marketing plan. So add that together, and you can earn £2,500 to £3,500 per month by simply helping one line of managers. Now, for me, this was key. I have written my will out, and touch wood, nothing happens to me. But the key thing of this is I know that if anything does, this willable income that I have created, this royalty style income, will be left to my husband Alex and my little girl Skylar. So I've got that peace of mind that, God forbid, when I'm not here, they will be looked after. And you can see at the bottom there, it says, imagine 5 lines of managers. Imagine 10. Imagine 50. You can help as many people get to the manager position as you physically want to or physically can do. Nobody is ever going to say, stop what you're doing. You're helping too many people get to manager. And those managers don't all have to be on your doorstep. They don't all have to be sat in the same country. They can be in any of the countries that we operate in. So, when we're helping people get to the manager position, our title changes. Sorry, I'm dying to sneeze. If I sneeze in a second, I apologise. So when we help people get there, the company will change our title because they want to recognise you. So senior manager is when you have helped 2 people that you have personally introduced the business get to the manager position. And these are based on very average incomes in the UK. Soaring manager is when you've helped 5 people get to the manager position. 9 people is sapphire. Diamond Sapphire is when you've helped 17 people, and Diamond Manager is when you've helped 25. Now, up until last month, we only had 1 Diamond Manager here in the UK. We have now got 2 Diamond Managers, but that just screams excitement and potential to me, that you have only got to find 25 people that want to earn an extra £800 to £2,000 per month to become a diamond manager and earn a multiple 6-figure income. And those people can be anywhere in the world. I'm pretty certain that soon on these slides we'll have double diamond, triple diamond, centurion diamond, because across the world we have got double diamond, we have got triple diamond, we have got centurion diamond, and you know what, I'm sure they'll keep continuing to create titles for those that help develop more managers. Jane Leach and John Curtis on the screen, they are our UK Diamond Managers. They've been in business now over 20 years, and they are obviously sharing on the slide their chairman's bonus check from last year. Now, chairman's bonus is the most generous company incentive. So basically, Rex can do with his money whatever he wishes at the end of the financial year. He doesn't have to give it to any shareholders and any investors. He chooses to give back 1% of our turnover, so not the profit, which is very important, because if Rex made a bad decision in business, as an example, and profits were down, that would impact our checks. He doesn't do that. He gives us 1% on the turnover, which is just even more incredibly generous. 1% of the turnover last year in Chairman's bonus meant that he gave back just over $26 million to us, the business owners, in these comedy-style checks. So you can see a few that we're flicking through. These checks range from anywhere from around $2,500 right through to over $1 million. You can probably just about see my 2 on the wall there. So I qualified for my first check in my first full year in business. My 2 checks equate to just under $10,000, which paid for our wedding. We got married in Cyprus, and this is additional to the income that you've already seen. These chairman's bonus checks are a thank you, a well done for a great year, and I'm sure you'll agree, super, super generous, and lots of smiles on there. It doesn't stop there though. Of course, the incentives just keep on coming. We don't just get sent one of those ridiculously oversized checks in the post. You are flown to a luxury destination. So we have 2 global trips every year, one around April, May time, one around September, October time. The trip April-May is where you get your chairman's bonus checks, and then the trip in September, October is more of a luxury retreat and a little bit more chilled out. So 2 destinations, nothing but the best so far. I have been to Cancun in Mexico. I've been to Johannesburg in South Africa. I have been to Dubai, Costa Navarino in Greece. Absolutely gutted I missed the last trip to Dallas. I was actually pregnant and I went into labour whilst everybody was in Dallas. I went into labour early. So it was a good job I didn't go on the trip. But after being on those 4 trips, I can hand on heart say they are nothing but the best. Hotels that I would have never have been able to afford prior to doing Forever. You know, not only are you whisked away, everything's paid for. You get credit card with your spending money on. You know, it's just super, super generous. You get to take a +1. So I've always took Alex with me, my husband. If you want to take your kids as well, then you can do. So you know that you can get 2 trips. So if you like to travel and you like to travel for free, then definitely Global Travel Incentive needs to be one of your goals. We have Forever to Drive. We nickname it Car Plan in the UK because the company will give you up to £6,300 per year to buy the car of your choice. I chose to do that because the amount that you get is up to £525 a month on top of everything you've already seen so far. You don't want to buy a car, that's fine. It is money in your bank. So if that pays your mortgage, if that puts your children through extracurricular, if it pays for your season ticket or a nice shopping trip every month, that is totally up to you. You can do with that money whatever you wish. And the beauty of this business is, you will probably say to me after watching this, is it for people like me? And there is no set person, there is no set background, no qualifications needed. I've shared with you my background. You can hear what, see on the screen. Patience is a midwife, Kyle, police officer, care agency owner, a whole family that have registered. So I know Andy and Angela got started in business. They got to manager. They then helped their daughter get to manager. They then helped the son get to manager. In turn, that made them senior manager, hairdressing, sales management, all different backgrounds. So this business really is for anybody and everybody. But it's all good and well that I share with you who we are, what we do, our amazing marketing plan. But of course, we have to be underpinned by some fantastic products. And we are super lucky that we have got exactly that. Superior products and nothing but the best. And we are in the right marketplace. The figures that you can see are what was spent in the UK last year outside of Forever, just as a UK marketplace. So weight management, £2 billion was spent last year in the UK on weight management. You will be watching this now, and I know that you will know somebody that is on a diet or been on a diet, don't we all? So you will understand why that sector alone is so big. Vitamins and supplements, people are much more aware now of what they're putting into the body. 414 million spent in the UK last year. Sports and nutrition, 356 million. Skincare, massive sector now, 2.2 billion pounds spent in the UK. And male grooming, 1.1 billion, taking over. The men are taking over. Now, if you remember right back to the beginning when I said last year in the UK, Forever Living products had sales of £70 million. You will now look at these figures on the screen and believe me, when I said before, wow, we have not even scratched the surface of what is being spent in the UK and the potential that is open to us. So why then would you choose Forever products over any other products on the marketplace? We are the world's #1 grower and producer of aloe vera and beehive-based products. So we own 80% of the world's aloe plantation. If you can see in the background there's the aloe plants. They look a little bit like a cactus. And the best way to describe what we do with our plants is, if anybody hasn't seen an aloe plant before, when you cut the leaf open, there is a gooey inner leaf gel. Now that is the only part of the plant that holds any goodness, so that is the only part of the plant that we use in our products. So we own the whole process. We hand harvest our crops, we hand fillet the leaf, we extract the inner leaf gel, cold compress it, and we make sure we put it in our bottles and tubes within 3 hours maximum of hand harvesting the crops. So a very quick turnaround time. We then have tests that prove our aloe is as active in the product as it was in the plants. Very cleverly, we have patented that stabilisation process, which means nobody in the world can copy what we do, so nobody in the world can come close to the quality of our products. And we have got the world's purest aloe vera products, and I'm sure you'll agree, owning just over 80% of the world's aloe plantation, we always will have. The products are superior, the quality, they're safe, they're natural, they're GM free. We don't use any insecticides, any pesticides, any nasties. We control the whole stage of the farming process. We actually have goats and sheep that roam the fields, and they help with the weed control, and obviously they will act as a natural fertilizer. Now with that, of course, we also have an advisory board of highly qualified professionals. It's all good and well that I can help you build a business, or you can log into some trainings, but to know that we are backed by the world's leading doctor in aloe vera, we have got a vet on board, we have got a sport and nutrition coach, we have got a skincare specialist. Now we have got the utmost professionals in the market who will sit on our advisory board, who offer our trainings. You can go to them, you can have training with them, you can soak up their knowledge, their wealth, and give yourself the confidence as a business owner to go away and recommend the products with complete integrity. Now the big part that surprised me is that we have an unconditional 60-day money back guarantee, no quibble. So with that, if somebody was to purchase a product from me, they could use it, they could then say, do you know what, it just wasn't for me, I want my money back. They need to give me the empty back. They could have used the whole tube or the whole bottle. Head office will reimburse that person. Now, I will tell you that it was less than 0.2% globally that was returned last year, and that also includes breakages. So 0.2%, less than 0.2%. That speaks absolute volumes about the quality of our products and the people using them, because people will use them, they'll try them, they'll give it a go. They'll think, I've got nothing to lose for 6-day money back guarantee. They'll have fantastic results. And it just confirms as a business owner that you can back yourself with that 60-day money back guarantee, but people genuinely love the products and have fantastic results with them. A big part of this for me was that we don't test our products on animals. We actually can use the products on animals. So if you're anybody out there that, spends more on their animals than they do themselves, then you've got that peace of mind that you can use our products. We've got the Aloe Scientific Council certification, and we were the first company ever in the world to get that. We've got products that are kosher, we've got halal, we've got vegan products, vegetarian products, you name it. We have got something for everybody, because we totally appreciate we live in such a diverse society. So putting all of that together, you'll start your journey pack. This is the best way to get started in business. Now, you can get started with this Start Your Journey Pack. It is heavily discounted at $199.75. I've already said you make money immediately. You learn as you're earning. You go straight in at the Marketing Planet Assistant Supervisor, which gives you that 35% discount, so you're making that 35% cash in hand profit. You basically get a whole box of the fastest selling products in the UK. You get a literature pack, you get brochures, you get a global trading license, you get everything that you need to get your business started. So putting all of that together, you're probably sat there thinking, well, will it work for me? And it is in the title, work. If you work this business, then it will work for you. If you don't work it, then it won't work. It is very simple. You've got to take it seriously. Like any new business, like any new venture, time and effort is going to be required. You're going to have to input the time to understand the business, understand the products, give it the time it deserves, and be coachable. It says there are 10 relevant trainings. I'd like to say 95% of them are online. We have them online. You can tune in. If it is not a convenient time for you because you're working or you're putting the kids to bed, then they're recorded. They're all uploaded onto our training platform, so you don't have to miss a thing. So everything is there. You've just got to set that time aside to be willing to learn. With that, you've got to be self-motivated. I'm here to help you build a business. I'll work closely with you. I'll share everything that you need to be successful. But I certainly can't knock on your door every morning, wake you up, drag you out of bed and build your business for you. That is for you to do. So with that, you've got to be willing to think big. You've got to be dreaming big. You've got to set those goals for not just you, but your family as well. And again, I can help you with the goal setting, and I can help you put some plans in place. You've got to be committed to having those regular customers, building your team if you wish, developing people. Good customer service goes a long way. I've got a very strong customer base now, and I commit myself to looking after my customers, going the extra mile with them, and I put some time aside for that. You are not signing into a secret mission. This is not MI5. You've got to be prepared to tell everybody what it is that you are doing, and of course having a great attitude, and I will be super excited to help you build your business. So from everything that I've shared with you, you're going to be in one of three places. It might be a no, which is absolutely fine. Just let me know. I would love you to use the products. I can share some products with you. You can have a try of them. I don't just rave about the products because I have to. I rave about the products because I absolutely love them. And me and my family have amazing benefits from them. So at least I can share the products with you. You might be a maybe. You might be, I've still got some questions, which is absolutely fine. I can get back in touch with you. You get back in touch with me. Ask the questions. Don't be worried about asking me the questions, whether a silly question or not. I will probably already have asked it, and I'll probably have asked it twice over. So don't be worried about that. I would want you to get all of your questions answered before we get your business registered. Or you're going to be sat in there, yep, I'm in, it feels good. You're probably still going to be sat in there, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know Emma's going to help me build a business. And if that is you, fantastic. Let me know. I can send you the link to get registered. We can get your business box ordered. It will be with you in a couple of days. It's all FedEx delivered, so it comes super, super quick. Get a date in the diary. We can meet up, put a plan in place, and really get the momentum building with your business. So, like I said, any questions, please give me a shout. I look forward to helping you get your business registered and helping you achieve your goals. And I look forward to hearing from you. So thank you very much for taking the time out while I share with you exactly what it is that I love doing.